Dillian, great to see you ahead of November 21st. First things first, how is camp going already? You look in tremendous shape, and I suppose part of that is you haven't had the chance to blow up in between fights. You've gone straight back to the grindstone.
Yeah, I had a rest. I had like about 10, 12 day rest, sit down, did nothing, ate what I want, chill out, relax. You know, I was waking up at flipping 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which is very weird for me, but the rest was needed, obviously. It wasn't a hard fight, it wasn't a tough fight, you know, but obviously my medical team told me I needed to rest, I needed to just relax, let my body go for a bit, and I did that. Then I went back into training moderately, and then now the last 2 weeks I've been just set up in the training, you know. We're just training at the minute, another few more weeks and we'll start sparring again, but for now we're just training, working the physical side of stuff, and that's it really. That's all we need to work on really. It's not like we need to work on mentally this and no, it's nothing to, you know, just keep ticking over and just come in with a bit more zest, as they say.
You mentioned your medical team there. It is important to address that. Rather than taking a prolonged time off, you have gone straight back in. So there have been people that have said, is it too soon? Are you mentally and physically in the right shape to jump straight back in so soon? What would you say to those people?
Everyone's different, you know, everyone's different. I didn't get beat up. It wasn't a fight I got beat up round after round. This is a fight, it's heavyweight boxing, you know what I mean? I knocked him down twice. I got knocked down once, obviously. I put a lot of hurt in him. I didn't get hurt that bad, I got knocked out. You know, obviously it's heavyweight boxing, one punch can change everything, you know what I mean? And that's it. You see, time and time again, guys win a fight and they get stopped, but that's just what it is. It wasn't, like I said, if we had rounds and rounds where I was getting beat up for 3 or 4 rounds sustainable, then obviously I would take a long time off, but that wasn't the case, you know what I mean? And as you guys see, I was all right straight after. You know, I didn't get straight back in the training, I rest, I recover, give my body a bit of time to rest, and then now I'm back training, you know. And as you can see, I'm good, still smiling, still happy, you know, I ain't talking funny or anything, I'm all good, so we're good and we're ready to go again.
After a defeat, we have seen, I think traditionally, and the majority of the time, a fighter will look for excuses, and sometimes those excuses can come in terms of reshuffling the backroom team. From what we know, you're sticking with what you had, which will be Xavier Miller, with Dave Caldwell perhaps joining you later in camp. Is that correct?
Yeah. That's the plan now. Everything's to go ahead. You know, I don't look for excuses. Listen, my coaching team did what they were supposed to do. They got me to the fight injury-free. They got me to the fight in shape. You know, we was boxing well. We was winning rounds. We was fighting one of the best I fought in a long time. Early doors, I was making him miss. The punches that I usually land, I was making him miss. But you know, sometimes that's just how it goes. Sometimes, man. It's boxing. You can win 12. You can win 11.5 rounds, get stopped in the last 10 seconds. You know, that's just how boxing is. It's just what it is. So the team's done a great job. They got me in a good place. You know, obviously, from what they got me from to what I was. You know, Saudi I was 20-something stones. They got me down to 17 stone plus. You know, what I mean. We was happy, we was bouncing around. I'm not going to know all of a sudden just start discredit. Credit due to Povetkin, fair play to him. He threw a good punch and it landed. But what can I say? You know, I can't say anything apart from now we go into camp, we put it right, we come back again. I believe I beat Povetkin 9 times out of 10.
With sort of like the ending as it was, I don't want you to sort of like give too much away tactically, but what subtle changes can you make to guard against the shot that came through the middle, which he has knocked people out with in the past, or certainly hurt people with in the past?
Just get on top of him and beat the heck out of him early doors. So just start bringing the pain from early, you know. But let's see, you know, obviously, sometimes you buy into things, people say, oh yeah, is this fight, is that fight, is this, is that. You get caught up into that. In early doors, you're a bit more cautious than you usually are because of the occasion, the fight you're fighting, and other things. But we've been in there. He knows me, and I know him now, and he knows whenever I touch him, it's a problem.
Do you think that you can knock him out this time? I know the law of averages would say that having had him down twice in the first fight, that you have got the power to stop him. And although you didn't this time, do you believe that you can in the rematch?
I believe I could have stopped him first time, and I believe even more now that I can stop him. But you know, obviously a tough guy, he's a durable fighter, very, very good technically as well, and he's tough as well. So obviously, but now I just know exactly what I need to do and how I need to go about it. You know, obviously, first time I had an idea, now I know exactly what I need to do and how I need to go about it.
The WBC came out with 1 or 2 things. Your situation in the heavyweight picture, on the face of it, hasn't changed too much. Is that the way you look at it? That a win against Povetkin puts you back to where you were? 100%. Why should it be anything different? It's not like he's fighting someone else, then fighting me. No, we're going straight back in within the space of a few months.
And that's it, changes nothing. Fury still ain't fought Wilder yet, so still the same place, still the same position. We just a little slip up in the middle, and we're about to sort it right out now. So just after I get past Povetkin, then everything should still be back on course.
Deontay Wilder and Fury still seems very much up in the air. So do you think that your name could enter that picture?
Man, I don't know. Right now, I just got to focus on Alexander Povetkin, give him the full respect that he deserves. My team's doing it behind the scenes. They're doing all the right things for me, you know. But if I don't win, then it doesn't matter. So I'm just focused on winning this fight. You know, I'm not looking like, oh, this, that, and the other. I never do. Even before the last fight, I said the same thing. I didn't say.
That was us.
I didn't say, oh, yeah, you guys are putting on me, and I was saying, listen, I'm focused on the fight because it's a dangerous fight. And usually the last hurdle is usually the hardest one. So, you know me, you know, I'm just focused on this fight, you know, and get the job done, do the job in good fashion. And this time, you know, it's going to be a different fight this time, completely different fight.
No, it's not your business, but it is always good to get another opinion. Wilder looks like he's dropped Mark Breland from his team, which raised a few eyebrows online. You got any opinion on that? I
think it's the worst mistake he's ever made, because Mark Breland's the only person in his team that's actually was a boxer and actually was a world champion. It was the only person that didn't care about money and fame, someone who actually was acting from an emotional point, someone who understands what I feel like someone was thinking about his health and did the right thing, in my opinion, from the towel him, because he could have got seriously hurt. He was getting hit with punches that wasn't knocking him out, that was concussing him. But anyway, Mark Breland knows what it's like, because Mark Breland's been in the same position Wilder was in. You know, he's been in the same position, so he knows he's someone that cares about the athlete and the boxing side of things, not just, yeah, bomb squad nonsense. He don't care about that. You see, he's the only one in the team. You don't see him running around and shouting and screaming. He's just a little quiet guy, does his job. He's the only person that really cares about Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is an idiot. He clearly can't see that, so, you know, he wants hype man around him that will leave him in there to get him killed. So, good luck to him. It's his team. He do whatever he wants, but I think it's a bad mistake. Mark Breland's the only one that actually knows boxing in his team. None of them ain't got no credibility to be boxing coaches.
Last one before I let you go, just to finish on yourself. Mentally, I don't think I've ever seen you in such a positive frame of mind, and I include after some wins, like you mentioned the dark places that Saudi took you, and after the Rivas fight. Those were 2 victories. This is coming off of defeat, but I don't think I've ever seen you in such a positive place. What is taking you to this mental state?
Because I know what I can do, I know what I'm capable of, you know. Obviously now, I went into those fights like not even focused at all. Those fights, Rivas and the fights after, going into those fights not focused. I was just boxing those fights on autopilot. I was boxing, and I still win. You know, obviously this fight, I was in a good place. I was training, coming well, I was fighting well, and I just got caught. So for me, it's just like nothing has changed. I'm still the same person. I'd have got beat up 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds and got stopped badly in the 5th. Then it'd have been like, you know what, I need to chill, or I need to have a warm-up fight, I need to change the energy. No, I was controlling the fight. I was dropping with punches that wasn't even landing properly. I wasn't even connecting properly, and I was dropping with the punches. You know, I just need to just be more patient, more together, more switched on, a bit more professional, and just pick my shots better. And if I hit him properly, with one of my punches properly, because I'm very heavy-handed and can hit hard. If I hit with one of my punches properly, then it won't be getting up, for sure.